This is a crazy ride. I mean, just like to recap, for those who may have been asleep the last 10 years like Joe Biden, Donald Trump was elected in what was probably the greatest electoral fluke of our lifetime in 2016 by, 77,000 votes in 3 separate states after losing the popular vote by like 6 million votes. Yeah. And then we had a pandemic in his election year with massive riots. Yep. And he lost to Joe Biden by 7 million popular votes, and he lost by a handful of votes in a bunch of separate states. He then proceeded to be prosecuted 4 times after having been impeached twice, nearly assassinated twice in the last year, had the candidate he was beating swapped out for another candidate. The entire media then sided behind that candidate, and then he won anyway. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there again. Folks, if you ain't going to synagogue or church, you really ought to re-examine your perception of the way that God moves through history, because my goodness gracious. And honestly, it's so, just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. I can't believe what I just saw.
So you asked, are there any places that the vice president is overperforming Joe Biden in 2020? So we could show you that as well. We just bring that out here. Harris overperforming in 2020.
Holy smokes.
There you go. So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally not one county?
We're going Donald Trump. Do you mind if I ask you why?
Because Kamala's a waste of time.
Fair enough. You guys New Yorkers?
I'm from Florida.
What about you,
I'm
miss?
a New Yorker, and I'm an immigrant. Loved him in 2016, loved him in 2020, and it's about time that he actually gets back in office.
This position is a little bit controversial for New York, I feel like. Perhaps I'm wrong.
It is very controversial. We saw like a few cars earlier, and it was towards Times Square, and it's the first time that I've ever seen liberal tears live, just because somebody saw Trump flags. It was insane, but it was beautiful to see. And I think it's about time that everybody stopped talking about their effing feelings. No one cares. This is America. It's all about policy. It's about actually getting a strong leader in office. And I could care less about your joy. No one cares. I don't believe the rubbish that they put out on television. If we look at what's actually happened when Trump was in office and where we were as a country, not just here but internationally, is a very strong point. That was reality. What they're trying to resell as what Hussein did before and what everybody else did, that's the kind of America that they want, where everybody's brainwashed, has no voice, and they can dictate to you what to do. That's not a government. That's not America. That's not democracy.